All right, finally, if I look at an octagon, if I've given you an edge length, then you obviously know how to make it using your protractor, which means you will make one edge length of whatever dimension has been given to you. You mark your 135, you get your next edge length, you mark your 135, you get your next edge length, and you can construct the whole octagon. That is only if you are given the edge length. But if instead of giving you the edge length, I give you something like what I did in the challenge, where I give you something like a square and I say that the distance between the opposite sides, so it's written as this, as an A oblique F, which means alternate faces. Okay, so this face and this face are the alternate faces. So if they say that the octagon's AF value is say 50 mm, that means that your square is going to be a 50 mm edge length square. Okay, which means it probably looks like that. And once you have that in place, you then have to construct your octagon. So let's say we have a 50 mm square. Let's see how we're going to make that. So starting off, you have an edge length of 50 mm. So 50 mm again is 2 inches. So as you can see, I'm doing it from this side. So that's 2 inches. That's 50 mm, 25 plus 25. You have to find the easiest way to get things going for yourself, which means easiest is like a comparison. So you need to figure all the possible options that you have so that you know which one is the easiest for you. So coming back to this, I have a square ready for me. Now, please remember, right now I am making it using a sketch pen, but if you had to make it and you had to make it with a pencil, your pencil cannot be dark over here. It must remain light, which means it will go like this. This is a light square. So if I have to make a square, that's a light square. The diagonals that I get will also be light. Why? Because I only need this point, which is where I get the center of the square. So once I have all the light lines with me, then for me to darken and show the actual octagon becomes a lot easier. So let's say I am making this with a light line, and because that's blue, it will show over the orange. Therefore, we are going to end up getting our dark line as well. So we have to first make the diagonals. So one diagonal. Now you don't need to make the whole diagonal from here till there. All you need is the center point. So draw smart rather than doing a lot of hard work. Get your center in place. Once you have that center in place, all you need to do is get your compass to that point. Of course, if you have those which you just squeeze and it works for you, that's awesome. But then you have to make sure that you don't press it too hard, because I remember some of you did and you ended up with an arc that sadly did not look like an arc. So you have to get from all 4 points or 4 corners or vertices of your square, you get these arcs which basically intersect the sides of that square. So this is what you start seeing. Now once you have this going, then you take your pencil and with a slightly heavier pressure or a sketch pen for now, you simply darken out all the lines that you need to. So once you darken them all out, so I'm going to do the rest freehand because now you know what you need to do. So once you do this, as you can notice, freehand is also a little faster than working with a tool. So when we start doing graphic product design, which is your paper 1, some of you may say that, sir, we want to make the table using a scale so that we can get a straight edge. I would suggest by the time we reach that level, our lines can be made freehand. So rather than you saying that, okay, I want to make one straight line here, and then I want to make a straight line over here, and then basically I connect them to get a 3D shape in place. You can do the same thing with a lighter hand, but freehand. So you can do things like that, but for that obviously we need to practice. So let's focus on graphic products for now. I'll come back to that. I'll keep doing this every now and then, where I move from one space to another context, but both related to design. So I mean, you're not really going too far away.